Hi YouTube, this is Bethany Galloway. Now I have not made a video in a hot minute or two, but there's been a lot of stuff going on in the world and I'm thinking maybe it's my call to have my voice heard again, cause I've been taking break for some time. But I was in my car on my way to the grocery store to get some milk, and I see in the corner of my eye there's a place that says, and mind you, I had just prayed for a sign as if I should be making videos or not, and I need to make a video after this experience. Anyways, Angela's astronomy and Tetris readings. And I was like, and it said fortune telling. I was like, I should probably go in there. And it said walk-ins. So I assumed I could just walk in. So I parked my car, so I walk in, and I realized there ain't no one there. But there's a bell. So I ring the bell. Ding, 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 ding. I ring the bell. And Angela comes out. She comes out. She's looking nice. She got a dress on. And she comes out. She said, "Hi, ma'am. What do you want?" And I was like, I came here to get my fortune read because I want to make my videos again. And hopefully my YouTube channel can go back up and my voice can be heard again. And she was like, "All right, well, do you want a reading?" And I was like, sure. I didn't really know what I was getting myself into. I didn't know this girl was a doctor, but I will get into that later. So I go in and I pay some of my money, and she was like, "Okay, I need your birthday, your birth time, and your birthplace." I was like, "Okay, that's kind of weird, but I'll do it anyway. Why not?" So I put my birthday down, put all that down. I didn't know if she was trying to throw me a surprise party or whatnot, but we'll see. So the first thing she does is she comes out with this circular circle thing with like lines in it, and I was like, "Is that a peace sign?" I don't know. She said it was my astronomy chart, and I was like, "All right." And she said I was a Taurus, I think. But then she started reading things with the planets and moons, and I'm confused because I thought there was only one moon, because it said the Lord made the moon. It didn't say the Lord made the moons. So I don't know. Like, she said that there was a new moon yesterday, so I'm like, maybe God's making more and more moons. And then she was saying the certain signs and planets. But one thing she said that really ticks me off. Angela told me, she looked at me straight in the face. Didn't tell me this was an appointment, but she told me, she looked at me and she said, "Cancer is in your anus." What? I said, "What?" She said, "In your chart, Cancer's in your anus." Ma'am, I have been to my doctor many times for runny stools and all that stuff, and I have never been told that I have cancer in my anus. Now listen, maybe I do gotta go and get my prostate checked. I don't know. But this is not fair. You did not tell me that this was going to be a diagnosis of cancer. I do not have cancer in my anus. That's not a good thing to say to someone who was not prepared for that kind of diagnosis. And I told her, I said, "No, ma'am, I do not have anything up in my anus." And she said, "What? No, your anus is a planet." I was like, "What? My anus ain't no planet. My anus is not a planet. What are you talking about, lady? You not know you're a me? An anus is where stuff comes out. And nothing goes in, it just comes out. So I don't know what she's talking about, okay?" Now, I did make an appointment to get my prostate checked, and the doctor looked at me like I was crazy. But Angela, the fortune teller, told me I had cancer in my anus. So it don't make no sense to me. No sense at all. You can't tell someone that they got that, and then that their anus is a planet? What do you mean my anus is a planet? That ain't right. That ain't right. I felt very insulted. I don't know if she was trying to say my butt was big, but it ain't right. I'm tired of that. Astronomy is BS. Bo honky. All right, Bo dookie. That's what I'm telling y'all. And then I let it continue because I had already paid my money, okay? And Angela pulled out I thought we were going to play a game of cards, like blackjack or something, but she said they were Tetris cards. So I was like, "Oh, a game of Tetris, all right." And she says, "This card represents you." She pulls out the card, the Fool. The Fool. I, Bethany Galloway, I ain't no fool. All right? I have the knowledge of the Lord, of the Bible. You're the one who's a fool. I did not see any crosses or Bibles in there. There was like moons, but girl, I was very offended. She's calling me a fool. And then guess what else she pulls out? She pulls out death. And I said, at first I got scared. I'm like, is this related to the cancer that you said was in my anus? And then she started to explain how Uranus was a planet. And I'm tired of this woman. I said, listen, ma'am, I feel very insulted. She's trying to calm me down. I said, I am not going to sit here and be bullied by someone who claims to tell the fortune, but does not realize that I do have problems with my anus, okay? I got some issues down there because I eat a lot of Taco Bell, and I have some issues, and I walk up, and I go and see the doctor for it, and he never said one thing about cancer, okay? Or it being a planet. My butt ain't that big. I do eat some Taco Bell. I eat my Taco Bell, and it has consequences, I'll say that. But nothing like this Angela girl was saying. So Angela, if you're watching this is for Angela. You should go check yourself. Go down. I'll forgive you if you pray to the Lord Jesus Christ. If you pray to Donald Trump. Speaking of which, I don't want, because the last time I made a video saying about him being the second coming, Hillary Clinton took it down. And that's a whole nother story. But we ain't talking about that right now. I'm just very offended about my false diagnosis and me being insulted, being called a fool. Girl, I am not a fool. I am a woman of the Lord. And you should be a darn ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself, ma'am. So yeah. Now, please never go to Angela or an astronomy reading in the first place. Don't get your Tetris read because you're just going to be insulted by people who think they're doctors.